vital for protecting us from the sun, keeping us warm in winter, and they make a mean fashion accessory. So today I'm gonna see just how glam I can get.
Fashion.
Hat making, or millinery if you're fancy, is one of the oldest fashion professions around, and Diane Dudley is making this old art form hot. Hey Diane!
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. Look at your funky little shop. I love it. So here you design the hats, make them, and sell them to all of us.
Yep.
That must be so time consuming and so expensive. I don't get it. What's the payoff for you?
It's a luxury product, so it's an experience. I think it's old etiquette.
Right.
You know, you come in and you're giving personal service and you're working one-on-one with people, so you actually get to know them quite well because you get to see them a few times, and that's really enjoyable.
Old etiquette. I like that term.
Yeah.
That's cool. Diane, this is the first step in making a hat. What are we actually doing?
Okay, we're going to block a straw called parasisal, and it comes in a hood like this. It's actually jellied before it's blocked, so it's put in just a household gelatin solution, which takes it to this stage where you can feel it's quite crispy. So we're going to mould it over a block, okay? And then it'll be left to dry, and this is going to shape the crown only.
Are all your blocks the same?
No, they're all different. I'm using this crown because it suits the style of hat we're making, so I'll design the crown to suit that person's face.
How did we get from this to this?
And when this is dried, it's removed off the block. The crown and brim are separated. I make a insert where the base of the crown is wired, okay? And that's how you get a head fit as well.
How do you actually come up with the ideas for your hats?
The person in the garment. When someone walks in the door, I don't quite know what I'm going to be doing until I sit down with them. I probably ask them quite a few questions, what they're wanting, where they're going, and personality, and then go from there.
So who is this hat for?
This is for a young lady going to a wedding tomorrow. So she's got a nice suit here.
Right.
And we're compiling the hat. So we've got kind of a play on the masculinity and the femininity of this suit.
How cool. So it's,
yeah, so you can
amazing
imagine
suit.
how gorgeous she'll look.
What other occasions other than weddings are hats worn for these days?
The horse races, fashion shows, everyday wear, nice winter hats, smart summer hats, balls as well.
And where do you get your inspiration for your hats from?
I went through a stage where I was doing a range where that one kind of looked like an ice mint lolly, and then I did a licorice all-sort hat that I called it, and then I went through a stage of, you know, nature, how a bird's feathers look when it flutters past, and all those things, the composition and the way they're put together is really beautiful. It's kind of relative to making someone look good in a hat.
What is a hat meant to do for you?
You can be cheeky, you can be elegant, you can have an air of mystery. Hats have so much persona. That's why working with each person's different, because you've got to draw out what they actually want to feel when they wear this hat.
Well, that's how you make a hat, and that's how you make a hat funky. Why not make one work for you? Thank you so much, Diane, for showing us how it's done.
You're welcome.
Suicide Dogs. Sounds like a B-grade horror movie, but it's actually one of New Zealand's kick-ass punk bands. Come meet the boys.
Music.
Suicide Dogs, welcome to the house.
How's it?
Nice to have you here. This is my buddy Bruno here.
Sure, Bruno.
Big fan of you guys. The name's Suicide Dogs. What was the reaction from other people when you told them that that was the name of your group?
What?
Some people are weird.
Scared of you guys?
Well, they think that's all about suicide.
Yeah,
like, that
yeah,
was the
yeah.
thing. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you guys are really into suicide, and we actually get like, people, suicide's not a funny thing, and we're like, no,
It's
that's
got
not,
nothing-
it has nothing to do with it.
How do you define punk?
You can't, because it's punk's something that's different to everybody, and everybody takes what they want from it, and makes it what they want.
You make it what you want it for yourself.
That's the whole point, really.
What reflection does your music have on today's youth?
So hopefully it's a positive one, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about empowering yourself and doing what you want to do, and not letting other people push you around, not letting other people control you.
Is it all part of the act? The tattoos, the hair, or is it just you guys? That's you.
I don't think it's an act. It's us. Like I think that
Because we looked like this before we were in bands.
Yeah.
So.
Really? What's the punk scene like here in New Zealand at the moment?
compared to the rest of the world, it's small.
Yeah.
But New Zealand's
But hard working.
Yeah, definitely.
From what I've seen overseas, New Zealand way outweighs anywhere else I've been.
Even when you guys were young, were you guys